And this episode is sponsored by Wangari, Merino Lamb's Wool Blister Guard.
If you're preparing for your first Camino de Santiago, I owe you an apology, and here's a spoiler alert, you're gonna deal with blisters. But if you're preparing for your second, third Camino and any of the techniques of preventing the blisters have to work, I also owe you an apology. Not revealing before our way to deal with blisters. And it's not about the fancy massage therapy, magical ointments, or even cutting-edge 21st century solutions. It's about nature and the body design and how for ages the natural wisdom has protected our feet in any type of condition. Just like a car needs the good tires and lubrication, people who hike and walk long distance rely on their feet every day, so a lot can go wrong. And my name is Ricky, a blister-free guy, a Caminotellers, walking many Caminos, more than 5,000 kilometers every year. And today I'm gonna share with you how I prevent the blisters, because better prevent than cure. Better be safe than sorry. And better be on the Camino than go home. Right?
They told me I had to stop walking, and I said, no, I'm gonna make this work. My name is Amy Rulo. I'm 63, and I'm from Cape Cod in Massachusetts in the United States.
Then you said that along the way you also got blisters.
Yes, I did. Mostly from going down, I think. I'm not sure. My shoes, I think, were right, but maybe my socks aren't quite right. And I found out I was allergic to compeed. It made things really worse. So it was tough. But I overcame it. They told me I had to stop walking, and I said, no, I'm gonna make this work.
The first common problem is that blisters often occur when you have the new shoes. Boots especially, when you try them on. But recently I made a mistake that cost me $150, euros. It could cost me entire Camino and the new pairs of toes. Let me explain. This is the shoes that we bought before on this season. Amazing brand, amazing cushioning, nearly one size bigger. I cannot say anything bad about the shoes, apart I love the color, you can see me from far away. But there was one issue. I went on one of those hikes of 26 kilometers and 2 of these hours were actually going down. My foot swollen till the part that I start to feel all my toes rubbing around. And what's even more important, I didn't have enough space just here in between the finish of the shoes and my toes. Once I got home, the next day, my toes were destroyed. So I'm actually happy it happened before the Camino, so I could have a chance to buy myself the new shoes. Literally. So these ones are actually a half a size bigger. It's a bit of a different, the same brand, but a bit of a different type. And I also love them. But this is one of the first points of prevention of the blisters. Checking your gear before. If you get with the new shoes on the Camino straight away, if you have this issue, I'm afraid you're gonna abandon Camino or you're gonna suffer a lot. Adjust the shoes to your particular foot. And that is the first way to prevent and avoid the blisters. You see, the second way actually to prevent the blisters is take care of your socks. No Christmas socks, no nice and loose socks that your feet can breathe, rather something professional. And what I mean by that there's an entire section in your hiking shop dedicated to socks. These are the hiking socks, these are the running socks, and they both work the same way. They get close to the body enough to avoid this rubbing, this friction with the foot and with the shoe. So it doesn't really matter if you use liners, double liners, there are people who use even nylon. There are many ways you can actually prevent the blisters beforehand on your journey. Remember, no friction allowed. What actually is the most interesting for me, that it seems the basic knowledge, right? And it's those really easy to follow steps. Simply take a good socks, take a good shoe. But despite of it, still so many people get blisters. Why? Let me tell you what actually happened the other day. We went with Erica and the Blue to record some videos for the packing list in the forest. And it took us some time to find a good spot. Erica was wearing the cutting edge shoes, extra merino socks and all of those blah 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 ultralight gear. But after the good session that we had on the way back home, she suddenly felt like a little rush on her feet. Why? Maybe because the shoes were still quite new, maybe because of the terrain, maybe because of the weather, maybe because, who knows? The problem was there. As we had a pack of merino wool with us, we took a bit of it, wrapped it around, secured it first, and then we are ready to go. That's simple, no drama. And this is how we actually deal with blisters. Why is it so effective? There's 6 important pros of using the merino wool as your blister prevention, and the first one is super moisture wicking. So merino fibers are like sweat evacuation. They pull moisture away from your skin, keep those troubled spots dry. Less moisture means less friction, and that's the first step to avoid the blisters. Smart temperature regulation. Whether the Camino sun is blazing or the mountain air is crisp, merino wool adapts to keep the skin comfortable, naturally regulating the temperature inside of the shoe. Softness and natural linen in love. We all know the rough, intimidating materials can ruin the hike. Merino wool is super soft and gentle on your skin. Plus, thanks to its natural lanolin, it's like giving your feet a mini spa treatment. Lanolin moisturizes and creates the protective barrier that keeps your skin supple and ready to action. Breathability. The natural fiber lets your skin breathe, ensuring that you don't trap heat or moisture. Better ventilation makes fewer hot spots and less friction, all key to keeping the blisters away. It's also eco-friendly vibes, because not like any other man-made products, this is all natural. Sustainable, renewable resource, protecting your feet and the planet, a win-win situation. And the most of all, the ultralight, because obviously you will have to carry that with you. And let me tell you, this is light. Yeah, light. As one Chinese man once said, simple is the way. Keep it simple, keep it real. So as for some it could be quite of abstract, how can this protect you from the blister? Let me just demonstrate how it works. So wherever you feel a hot spot or feeling like a rubbing on your feet, grab a bit of your merino wool. Apply it directly to the area when you feel the rush or irritation. Secure it gently, pressing it, but don't wrap it too tight. And actually you can wrap it around maybe 2 fingers, so then during the movement it will stay secure for longer. And then slip your sock on, adjust it as you need, and you're ready to go, and repeat if necessary. So what I do normally on the Camino whenever I wake up, I always assess my feet. If there is any type of rush or hot spot, if there is, I give it a little massage and apply the merino wool wherever needed. Sometimes I would actually do it along the way. I will take my shoes off, I will let my feet to breathe, and also if I feel any uncomfortable spot, just a little bit, I will just wrap it around. And surprise, surprise, this straightforward method is our key to surviving blisters. We are officially blisters free. Thank you to merino wool. And the most interesting thing of it, there is only one product on the market in this category that offers merino wool blister guard protection, which is Wangari. They're made of Australian lamb ships, and they're actually really cool and easygoing, so we love them so much. And we're actually so lucky and proud that we partnered with Wangari to keep the Camino blister free. So if you need a help, because you're gonna need a help on the Camino, as you're gonna use those feet like the car uses the wheels, this is the protection that might save you from walking or even finishing your own Camino. Thank you, Wangari. For more information, if you want to get the product, go to the website wangari.com.
And use the promo code Caminotellers all caps at checkout to get the free shipping for the US and UK. This offer is available for limited time only.
So this is our true and tried way of preventing the blisters on Camino de Santiago, which guarantees you that you can stop the blisters before they begin. But there is much more things about preparing for the Camino to know. So if you're still not subscribed, consider subscribing to us, and definitely watching this video will explain you, or this one, how many grams are absolutely useless on your Camino, the packing, which is the key.